All right, my friends, this is Donnie.
And Sandra.
And we are coming to you once again from Falls Lake State Park.
Yep.
That's where we're in the one of the campgrounds that's in Falls Lake State Park. And so this time we are at, now how is this said? It's Rolling View.
Yes, Rolling View Campground.
It's Rolling View Campground, but it's also known as like Rolling View
State Recreational
Area. Okay.
They have a marina, they have a pier, they have all that stuff too.
Place you can rent boats and stuff like that. We are at site A25. And now this would be just a sit down moment. But we're going to break off from this and let you see a video of us walking to the guard. Actually, we ended up walking to
an old cemetery.
An old cemetery that isn't at the entrance of this area. And so a very old cemetery. And but was used all the way up until, what, about mid-1900s, I'd say?
Yeah, there's two people buried there from World War II.
Okay.
So from 1945, 1952, yeah.
Okay. But we're here with Finn and Kiki, and believe it or not, guys, we have blankets.
Yeah.
We have blankets. It is chilly out here. Yeah. If you'd have told me when we left out yesterday to go on this trip that, Donnie, you would be wearing blankets, you'd have blankets on sitting outside, I'd say you're crazy.
Because
it was warm. I mean, it was darn near 90 degrees.
Yes, Thursday and Friday. Mm-hmm.
Less than a week ago.
Yeah.
And just yesterday, we had the AC on. On this trip here, we are in Durham County, and this makes the 68th county out of 100 counties that we are trying to stay in North Carolina. And so right in front of me, you're seeing a part of the lake. And it's just gorgeous out here. It's just absolutely just beautiful. And so, but at any rate, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to break away and here in just a minute and let you see what we saw when we walked up to the cemetery, and we'll show you some of the sights and of course the cemetery itself. And as far as, but real briefly though, our site is A25. It's really nice. It's easy to level. Very big site. And what I thought was really cool about the site was that it's like a two-level.
Yes.
It's a two-level site. You got the area where you park at, and then there's another area with a picnic table and a fire ring.
And you could set up a tent down there.
You could set up a tent down there.
Kids with you or something?
It's I can't remember. The only one that I saw that was anything close to that was Carolina Beach State Park, number 12, I think.
Yeah.
It has like a two-tier area. You park on one.
Cliffs of the Noose maybe had.
Cliffs of the Noose?
One that was like that.
Okay. But we've seen other campgrounds that had something like it, but this is one here that, I mean, to be,
it's a very nice
site. You're at a real high level, and then the campfire area and the picnic table drops down. I'd say a good maybe 8 feet, maybe 8-9 feet. It drops down to another level, and so very nice. And so always, as always, I'm always impressed with the state park and the campgrounds. And so but
this one, the shower house, has the push button.
The shower house does have the push button. It appears that the water comes out really good, but you are going to constantly have to be pushing that button. And guys, I can understand the reason why they do it is because people, well, at least at Stone Mountain State Park, they gave the reason is because children were going in the showers and leaving the shower water running. And so it's just a waste of water. And so they do it to conserve water. And so again, it's always somebody that's going to do something to ruin it for the rest of everybody else. And so they just can't use common sense and shut the water off when they're done. And so they got to go to these measures. And so, but we've been at campgrounds I think, is it Raven Rock?
Yeah, it has a sensor.
It has a sensor. So you have to be in the shower,
Standing in
moving
front of it.
around
Yeah. Standing
for
in
that
front of
shower
it.
to turn on.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was cool. I actually like that better than the button one.
Unless you were like you did. and
Unless you
forgot
do like me
something
and you forget that it's a sensor and you go back in after you're dressed to get your soap and
Yeah.
shampoo.
Yeah.
it sets it on. And so, but at any rate, guys, let's let you guys see what we saw. Okay, we're right here at the bathroom shower house. And I saw this kiosk here that talks about magical ferns with ancient roots. And it talks about all these different types of ferns here. The netted chain fern, the southern lady fern, the resurrection fern, the Christmas fern, Christmas fern field heads. They what? Fiddleheads. Fiddleheads, I'm sorry. And they really are bizarre looking, but what is neat, and I was telling Sandra here, is that the ancient legends gave ferns magical qualities because they mysteriously appear year after year, though they have, get this, no fruit, seeds, or flowers. If you examine ferns closely, you may discover their secret. On the underside of some ferns' leaflets, you will see spore cases called sori, which play a role in fern production. So that's wild. Okay, here is a one of the campsites that they have. Now we're camping this way. We're in A25. And so right here is A14, and all of them look the same. All of them pretty much look the same, except they're not full hookup. You just got water and electric. And so this one right here is a fine example of what these sites look like. And so they're huge. They're absolutely just gigantic. And so we saw one that it looked like you could probably put 4 or 5 of our motorhomes in. And so this one here, I'm guesstimating maybe 75 feet long. That's from here to the end there. And then you got this big open area here. And so it looked like somebody was gonna have one heck of a campfire. And they left. They left without burning it all. And so, but again, just to let you know, these sites are well taken care of, very well taken care of. Always impressed with the state parks and what they've done with their campgrounds. Now I was just showing that site right here, this site in this area right here. And I came out and Sandra pointed this one out. I just cannot believe the length on this thing. I have no idea. It's well over 100 feet, well over 100 feet. And so maybe 150, 160 feet. I mean, I'm just guessing there, but that is one long site. I've never seen anything like this.
Twice as long as that.
It is. It's about twice as long as that one over here.
And it's a handicap site.
It's a handicap site. And so now I know on Stone Mountain State Park, they have their handicap spots are full hookup.
It may be.
So this one may be a full
And
hookup.
it's
So
paid because it's handicapped.
yeah, so those of you that, and usually they are near the shower house, which the shower house is right here. And so I would check into it, guys, if any of y'all are, handicapped, have a disability, you might want to check you out some information. And so, yeah, here's a pull-through site here. And so this one here, another long one. It's incredible on this park here, how long these sites are. There's another one, A3. A3, easily, I'd say 100 feet, close to it, 85 feet, somewhere in that area there. And beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. You could get the biggest fifth wheel or Class A in there and still have plenty of room. And right across from it is A2. Again, guys, just giving you some ideas of what it's like. Overhanging limbs is not bad. It looks like they've kept them all trimmed away. I don't see anything dead above it. Looks like they really keep it up. And this one here, right across from it, and it does look like the water. I can see some water pulling up near the fire ring and the picnic table over here. And so, but I mean, other than that, I mean, it's still a great, where you would park at. I don't see any puddles or anything puddling like that. This is A1. And so again, another beautiful site. Now we're coming up on the dump station where you can dump them tanks. Dump them tanks. And it says here, cleaning water. For cleaning and flushing tanks only. Unsafe to drink. So it is not potable. And so their dump stations are pretty good. They got what you need to get the job done. This is something that I hope to be able to do one day. The place where we check in is right there. And on the way out, Sandra was mentioning that they had a mountain to the sea trail in this area. And here it is, right here, North Carolina Trail System, mountain to sea trail. And so for you guys that are not familiar with it, there is the website, www.ncmst.org. And so check it out. But this is something that I hope to be able to do. It is a trail system that goes all across North Carolina. And you can do it in segments. You don't have to do it all at one time. But it goes all the way from the tip of North Carolina at the mountains all the way to the end where the Outer Banks is.
It's at Jockey's Ridge, right?
Jockey's Ridge. Yeah, we were actually there. That's where they do the hand gliding. Yep. The hand gliding. And so, but at any route, this is part of it. So maybe one day I will be walking through this area. And so, but they're adding to this all the time. And so, but traditionally they start at the tip of North Carolina where the mountains are, and then they go towards the Outer Banks. And so, one day when the 100 county challenge that we have is completed, that is my next challenge, is this right here, the mountain to the sea trail. And so, sadly, Sandra will not be accompanying me unless you're coming to pick me up or drop me off, because I'm not going from one end to the other. I'm going to take one section at a time, and I'm not sure, I might do a couple sections a year.
The reason Sandra will not be doing it is because I need facilities.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, you got facilities.
No.
The world is your facilities.
No.
Anywho, now we're going to go check out a cemetery up here.
I caught it out of the corner of my eye.
Sandra caught it at the corner of her weird little eye. And so we're weird. And so we're going to go check out cemeteries. And we've had a number of campgrounds that have had cemeteries in them. Old cemeteries.
This looks like an old cemetery.
And Sandra said that this one looks like an old cemetery. So that's cool. That's cool enough for us. So we're going to check it out. It's supposed to be just a little bit past this speed limit sign here. And so let's see what we can find out about it. Okay, here we are. And it looks like it's historical. They just wanted to preserve it. And so they just fenced around it. But definitely looks like it's got some age on it. And where we're at, if you just keep going straight, you can see the little guard shack down there. And so we're not far. Again, we walked from the campsite up to where we're at. And this is where we came in at as far as when we first got here. And, but yeah, oh wow. They don't have any type of signage showing a name or anything. Dora Allen and Thomas L. Rigsby. Dora lived from 1874 to 1961. And boy, the story she could tell. And same with Thomas. He didn't live as long. 1868 to 1935. And so Rigsby. And so these others, I can't even see any. Is there any writing on it?
Some initials on the, I think this is their footstone because it's you said Thomas.
Yeah.
And then what's her name?
TLR.
What's
Yeah.
her name? That's her
Thomas L. Yeah, that's the footstone. Okay, is that what that is? So one would be buried here and the other one right there. And you can kind of see where the ground is raised up.
This one looks like it may have had some writing, but
Wow, you can barely see it.
yeah, this is a Rigsby too.
I mean, when it looks almost homemade as far as the writing. It doesn't look like it's, like it's block lettering and stuff.
This person looks like they died in World War II. They lived from 1923 to 1943 or 45.
1945 is what it looks like.
Dempsey.
It's a Rigsby. Rigsby also.
And this is a something Thomas Rigsby. They also died in the U.S. Navy in World War II.
Okay.
Yep, 1952.
Some military people here, and I don't know. It's so far we've got some Rigsby family here.
And then these, it just looks like a stone.
Yeah, you can't even. There's nothing. I can't even see anything. These things have been here a long time. Not many of them out here. Unless there's some folks buried out here and the stones have just been vandalized or whatever. It's just sorry people do something like that. But it's really hard for me to believe that they would kind of bury some people in one area of the graveyard and then skip a whole patch. And so that's quite possible. There could be some graves, some people buried out here. Now that adds to the old ambiance. Isn't that what you call it? Having an owl hooting. Yeah. Wow.
It's definitely an old cemetery.
Yeah. One of the unique things that you see out here, it looks like right here, it's hard to make it out. Almost like there's a 9 and a 1, but it's it's off.
It's definitely wrote away.
Yeah, it's almost as if somebody hand wrote it. Interesting. I see a line going across. That's about it. Did you see anything on the other side? No. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. The entrance to Loop A. Yeah. Well, not Loop A. There's several loops out here, but it's the entrance to at least this end. Wherever Loop A is, the way you go into Loop A. They what? Oh. Is it Rolling View? Okay. Rolling View Recreational Area, I think is what it's called. Okay, so the entrance,
which is part of Falls Lake State Park.
Yeah, when the entrance to what is it?
Rolling View State Recreational Area.
Rolling View State Recreational Area. The entrance to that's where this graveyard is, and this is part of Falls Lake State Park, which we were in previously when we were in, I think, Wake Forest or Wake County. Wake County.
Yeah,
Wake County.
We're at Holly Springs.
Okay, and we did do a review on that one, and so but at any rate, let's get some firewood. All right, we got some firewood, and we're cooperating. She's got one end, I got the other end, and we're walking back because we didn't bring our car. So we're having to do another hike, long hike. And so I just have to say this campground is so quiet.
Super quiet.
It is so super quiet, guys. I love this so much. You give me this any day.
This is good for your soul.
This is good for your soul.
People
Yeah.
who stay in hotels have no idea what this is like.
Yeah. Out here, ibuprofen is banned.
Yes.
Ibuprofen is banned. There's no ibuprofen out here. You come out here and automatically, magically, just like the ferns,
Your blood pressure slows down.
your blood pressure slows down, just like the ferns. It's magical.
Heart rate slows down.
Heart rate, everything slows down. And so, but just stop for a minute. Just listen. Just listen. What? What'd you say, Sandra?
I'm going to turn my hand the other way.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, are you good now?
I'm good.
Any rate, it's just super quiet. It's super quiet. If it wasn't for the planes that would hit every now and then, you'd swear. I mean, you're the only ones out here.
Now down on the end where we are, it's a little bit more. There's some ferns right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little bit more populated, but it's still quiet.
It's very quiet out here, and I've noticed they got two camp hosts out here. Now I will say this: they are looking for camp host. Well, it said there's on the sign of the guard shack that they're looking for employees, seasonal employees. Now, last time we were talking to the employees out here, they don't pay you, but they give you a free site. And so, you know, for those of you that, you see, as long as you clean the bathrooms and just watch the loop that you're assigned to. And so, but hey, free site. So those of you that don't need actually a monthly income, you got your free place to stay. And so now again, I don't know, the camp host may have a full hookup,
Maybe.
which is sewer, electric, and water. And
It'd be nice
so
if they sent a honey wagon around.
yeah.
Stay longer.
Yeah, those of you that don't know what a honey wagon is, has nothing to do with Pooh Bear honey, I can assure you that. But they come around and they empty the tanks, the gray and black tanks. All righty. Kiki hopes that you've enjoyed that video. She wants me to pet her.
She said she's enjoying it.
What you want, Kiki? What you want? Let me pet you. And so, but at any rate, Finn does too. He just don't want you to, don't come close to him or come in our campsite.
Yeah.
But other than that, we hope that you've enjoyed it. And guys, check out this unique campground. And the area out here is gorgeous, beautiful. And so, again, it's only water and electric hookup. And so I don't know if I stated that before.
And the cost. We didn't do the cost.
Oh, the cost is what?
$33
$33 a night.
Yeah.
And so, again, my goodness, you could stay out here for a whole week for less than $250 maybe.
And you make reservations on Reserve America.
Yeah, we'll have a link in the description below for you. And so, but other than that, guys, we love you. We wish you safe travels.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.